This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Wonderful. Oh, hi. Get rid of you. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit Moe warning. Oh my god. I agree. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age. I hope so. And you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I guess I agree. Oh boy. Team Salvado. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Hello everyone, my name is Sutton the Wolf. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is a game that I'm sure a ton of you have already heard about by now. I'm a little bit late to the party. I'm kicking myself for it. You can't really see because my feet are under the chair, but I'm kicking myself, I assure you. Because this was a game that was recommended to me very early on in its release, and like even before its release. And I was told to look into it, and I didn't do anything other than like read a little brief description, and I saw like the first couple sentences, and it was like, oh, Doki Doki Literature Club is a fun and fantastic little adventure, like tricking you. And I was like, oh yeah, it's another one of these, like I can get around to it eventually. And so I kind of ignored it. And then it became like the biggest game in the like dating simulator visual novel genre in like forever. And so it's like, I missed it. And of course now, like, a ton of people have spoiled a lot of stuff. Like, I know this game is, like, fucked up, and, like, a lot of shit happens, and it's, like, everything's not as cutesy as it seems. But I still want to play through it, because even if I know that, like, a twist is coming at some point, like, I feel like that doesn't really give me the full experience, you know? So, I want to give it a shot, and I want to see what I can do to possibly prevent a tragedy. Maybe. Who knows? But I do want to play this game because, you know, this is a game that is a visual novel, dating simulator kind of deal. And I play a lot of those. Hell, that's like most of what's on this channel. But it's not very often that one of those kinds of games becomes so popular and so well regarded that, like, everyone plays them. So, since that is where this game has gotten to, I have extremely high expectations. It already looks amazing, and I like the soundtrack. It's all like nice and fluffy. I'm sure that that's like supposed to lull me into a false sense of security, but oh well, let's try it. New game. Please enter your name. Sutton. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna assume this is a girl. Oi! I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Ouch, harsh. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me! That's mean, Sutton. I like how they actually have you give a name. That's nice. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. You did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have an indie to be so mean to me if you even want to. Wow, I said that like all which ways wrong. Whatever you say, Sayori. Yeah. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Sutton, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I'm a boring asshole high school student who wants to stay at home and play video games all day. Duh. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you joined a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's talking about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Dude. Nice. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Aw, look at Sayori. She just cares about us so much. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Well, she's quite likable now, isn't she? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Maybe it'd help if there's any other students around. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Dude, nice. We had an anime club in my high school. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Don't underestimate me. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie? Sayori's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. She doesn't really seem the literary type. I like her little pouty face and little, like, yeah. He's being such a jerk. He's so mean to me. Doesn't he realize that I'm in love with him and have been for like 5 years? In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. But, come on, please? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Alright. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh god. Soul selling. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Blah. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You're a boy? You're gonna kill the atmosphere. Ah, Sutton, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. Oh my god, they're all gorgeous! This club is filled with gorgeous women. It's filled with incredibly cute girls, I'm sorry. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Huh. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I didn't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. But don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have had a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Sutton. Monica smiles sweetly. I don't know how I feel about that pose. It's cute, but at the same time, like, her hair is going like wild. We know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Sutton. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. Oh, am I gonna have to choose? I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I'll make them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Sayori. Oh. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Ooh, I kind of want to see those. That's cute. Wait, shouldn't they be triangles? Or did they just use like little square Hershey things or something? Huh. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. This guy's smart. This guy knows what's up. Natsuki's quiet. Oh my god, is he gonna like my cupcakes? I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing's sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Made them for you or anything? Oh, I love that trope. I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. Not for, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri remains on the returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. I like this soundtrack. This is very, light and fluffy. It's like a variation of the one that was on the title, I guess. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. I just came by for the cupcakes! Something tells me I should tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Were you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But if it makes school events like the festival but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Sutton, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Dude, same. This really is me. I read tons of manga. I do read a lot of light novels, though, if I'm honest. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Ugh. Things like this happen where I have, like, a few FPS issues, but in these kinds of games, it's usually not that big of a deal. So, I guess I'll just keep going. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? God, I keep switching back and forth between saying Yuri and Yuri. I don't know what I should say. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Is that foreshadowing? Is this gonna fuck with my brain? I don't want to get my brain fucked with. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and kind of completely throw you for a loop? Oh god, this is totally foreshadowing, isn't it? Oh god, something terrible is gonna happen. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh my god, is this character just literally foreshadowing? I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped at something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. You know, I'm a little bit put off by this. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's voice crack. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Yuri, you're scaring me. God, you are scaring me. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Alright, well, that is going to do it for this little introductory episode of Doki Doki Literature Club, guys. I am terrified! Oh, all of these girls seem really likable, but I'm like, I've been told there's like some horrible thing that happens that like totally messes with you. And so like, I'm so terrified. And Yuri just sounds like she's foreshadowing a ton of shit. Oh god. But regardless, that is going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll play through, like, I mean, I might as well play through this. Like, everyone's talking about it, so I might as well do a full playthrough. Like, must mean it's that good. So, why not? I mean, I've got a lot of series going on right now, but I mean, that's no big deal. I can just play a lot of games and put out a lot of stuff. So, with that, that is going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. I will always read them and I will always take them into account. And as always, I will see you guys next time for another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club.